Hey, what's up, Mopar? How's it going, Colin? Thanks for jumping in here, guys. Figured I'd pop in for a few, hang out. Is the music too loud? I can certainly turn it down. 78 Dodge van. You need the print file? I don't know, dude. I might have one of those. Can you guys hear me okay? I didn't even think to check my mic before I went live. You want to jump in here, John? Hey, what's up, Seafood? Here's a link if anybody wants to jump in. Oh, you just need the grill? Okay. Thanks for the check, Seafood. Sorry if some of you guys can't see that chat. I'm actually streaming to YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Is the music too loud? It's kind of loud for me, so I'm not sure. You know, Colin, you and I talked about that Opal once before, and I think I went searching for one, and I don't think I was able to find one as far as like a 3D model. I'm gonna have to keep looking because I can't believe there's not one out there. You're, holy smokes! What are you doing up so early? No, John. I'll hook you up if I can make that. I mean, I'll look it up and see what I can do. If I can make it for you, I'll make it for you. I was just uh, working on a front grill or the grill for a 1980 International Scout the other day. I need to finish that up too. Somebody asked me for one of those, so I was working on that. Do you have a scanner? Because if you do, I could certainly help you with the digital part of that. I could certainly help. You haven't slept yet? What are you doing up? Are you a night owl like myself? Anytime, Mopar. You know how I do things. Whatever I can do to help. I knew what you meant. This is my 3D printed chassis for the 50 Ford pickup. That's this kit here. This is the monogram. And I just did a little quick 3D render of it so that I could start making parts. I took my chassis that I did for the 66 Chevy and I altered it a little bit. I widened the frame rails, narrowed the supporting structures to fit so that they fit in between the runners there. Widened the frame rails to fit in this little notch here, these two little notches, I should say. And I think I need to bring the front end forward just a little bit. I think the the front section needs to come forward just a little bit. Otherwise, I think the dimensions are very good. And this will sit like this, actually. So that'll work out really well. You have LiDAR? Oh, you must have the iPhone 12 or 13. Thank you, sir. I'd love to take, you know, a lot of credit for that, but you'd be surprised at how easy it is. I mean, once you spend a few minutes learning Blender, the stuff is really pretty easy. And it gets even easier if you spend a few dollars on plugins and stuff. Yeah, if you need renders of anything, let me know. I love doing that stuff. I do renders all the time just for fun. So this is one I just did a few minutes ago. The tires were poking out of the fender wells, or the fenders, excuse me. So I had to Photoshop it. I did one render with no tires and one render with tires. And then I Photoshopped the little portion of the tire that sticks above the fender out. Just to get that render. I should do some wild color. Oh, I guess I should turn the tires on. iPhone 13, yeah, it's got the LiDAR. Hey, what's up, Piranha? How you doing, bro? Yeah, the 12 and the 13 both have that LiDAR, and I guess there's a bunch of freeware software out there that you can tinker with to convert the files into 3D models. The plugins I use, Colin, are just like lighting plugins, like studio lighting, to get this, like, you know, studio photo shoot kind of a thing. It gives me the floor, the faded floor into the background, and then the light setup. Now I don't use the lighting for it, but I do use it for the floor and the background. I'm all right, Piranha. I really haven't been playing a lot. I saw you guys were doing some Tarkov the other day. Since this last wipe, I've played, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 hours. I really haven't done much, but I'm doing all right. I'm a little sick right now, so I'm congested if you can't tell. But otherwise, everything's going pretty good. How have you been? Yeah, that's the case, John. Time is always the issue, isn't it? And if the videos you post are any clue about how your days go, you must spend hours out there working on those cars. I can't even imagine. I'm going to post a link in chat. Anybody who's got a mic or a webcam that wants to jump in here is more than welcome. Maybe I should do green on the wheels too. Let's see how that render turned out. Oh yeah, that's cool. Yeah, fuck, what's that one? Actually, let's do a different angle though. Let's go. Let's try that. Now, I don't know why this is the case, but these, this model that I found of the 3D model of the 50 Ford doesn't, the dimensions don't match with the actual model. Because, I mean, if you notice, this is the wheel that I have printed in, or I have pictured in the 3D model, and it fits great under there. I mean, it looks badass. Look at that. But for whatever reason, this 3D model of the 50 Ford, the dimensions are a little bit different, so the fender or the tire sticker. Damn, you're 39 already? You guys have been playing some Tarky. Damn, it's crazy. All right, I'm gonna save. I'm gonna call this 1, and then we'll do a render with no tires. $35 to get the thick item, or the thick case. Requesting the other 4 levels are from PvP. What's up, Doozer? How you doing, brother? You see my video today? I put a video on that body you sent me. That thing is insane. Yeah, you bet. Thanks for the body. It's incredible. I don't know if you guys all saw it, but I posted a video today showing this body here. User painted this and sent it to me. Such a hero. This thing is insane. This thing is so incredible. I can't wait to build a car to go under this thing. I'm stoked. Hell yeah, man. This thing is awesome. I love it. Now it's all good. The roof looks amazing. You're just being too hard on yourself. We're always our own worst critics. Okay, I'm gonna save that. We'll open up some Photoshop. And we'll open those 2 pictures. Update. And then we're gonna there it is. Let's save that. And no problem. No problem at all. If you need anything, you just let me know. You know how I am. Save that. So now we have a green one. All right, Colin. Hey, thanks for jumping in here, man. Get some sleep. Good to hear from you. Thanks for checking in. Yes. I'm not going to be on too long, guys. I might be here a couple hours. couple hours. Let's see here. I should. Oops, I need to mute that. I should stream to Instagram too. I'll just stream to everything. Give me some Snapchat stream going. This chassis, I did this a little bit differently. I actually split it up into sections so that you can print it on smaller print beds. So Mopar, you can print this one in, I think, well, I printed one in 2 hours by printing it flat. And then I just overlapped it a little bit and made sure the supports didn't intersect with any of the other frame parts. But I got a little bit of deformation. I'll show you on the print here. Actually, let me change my picture-in-picture here. Give me 1 sec. So when I printed it flat, you can see here, I got a little bit of deformation right here on the front corner of the frame, and then back here, just a tiny little bit here and here, and then over here, just a tiny little bit of deformation, and then back here, I got quite a bit of deformed printing, so it didn't print very well. So what I did was I then printed it again, but when I printed this, I had it in 2 sections. I had the back and then the front 2/3. The back 1/3 and the front 2/3 were, two pieces. And so then I just took each of them and put it at a 45-degree angle. And when I printed that, it came out perfect. No malformation whatsoever. This one turned out great. And then here's the back half. And you can see I have the 4-link is molded into the chassis. And if you look, there's even like the bolts for the 4-link bars. The bolts are molded into the side here, so you don't have to try to model that. They're there for you. Let me see if I can get that close enough so you can see it. You see the bolts there on the side? So you just put your 4-link bars, which are these little things here. I've got them. They print pretty well too. And if you see, they've even got a hole. So actually, if you wanted to drill it, put like a needle through it to hinge it, you could do that. But yeah, so you can slide it right into the slot there. This is my Photon Mono. This was printed on my Photon Mono. I don't use the Mono X very much because it's a lot harder to get. It's a lot harder to get good print results in the middle of the print bed, and I think that's just because of the FEP lifting. Just not. Maybe if I changed the print settings so that the lift height was a little bit higher, I might get better results. I don't know. I just haven't bothered to tinker with that enough to figure it out yet. But so unless I have to, I usually just print on the Photon Mono. But so those 4-link bars, that's all part of the kit. Where's the other one? I dropped one somewhere. Oh, there it is. The axle has the 4-link brackets on it, and it also has the bolts. The bolts on the brackets here. And then on the back, there's the shock mount. So the shocks have like a little tab on them, and that tab fits right in that little shock mount. And if you can see, the shocks, the springs actually work on these. Let me see if I can get that to show up right. Pretty cool. Have you tried the new leveling process on Uncle Jesse's channel? No. What does he say to do? I don't have any problems with leveling my print bed, so I haven't needed to go look for anything. Leveling, it's pretty straightforward. I mean, there's not a whole lot of, like, there's not really much way that you can alter the process. I mean, and then this 50 kit, this 50 Ford, comes with skinnies and fatties. And then the fronts, you can see the little, you can see the valve stem right there in the wheel. Oops. And these, when they come off the printer, there's a pretty, I guess I wouldn't say significant. There is a fit, I mean a friction fit, so you could push them into the tires, but it's tight. So I mean, it just takes a few minutes of sanding inside the tire and outside of the wheel to get a nice fit. I mean, you can see, just took me a few minutes, and it'll go right in and come right out. Now, obviously, when you put some paint on there, it's going to be a little bit thicker. So depending on how much paint you plan on using, you're going to want to trim or dress that a little bit more or less. You had an issue with old resin not printing right, got some new stuff, and you're good now. I'm not sure where you bought your resin, but I haven't had any issues with resin. I mean, you make sure you mix it up really well. What's up, Dorkosaurus? I haven't had any issues with resin. All my issues are because I try to get too aggressive with my print settings or my print, like my part orientations. You know, I like to print things flat because I get better detail on the top side. The problem is the back side that's against the build plate tends to like pool the resin because it's flat, and that like bubbles up the surface. And so while the front will look really good, the back will be like bubbled. So you have to like spend a lot of time messing with it. So on this one, I did, on the tires and wheels here, I did 45 degrees on my print bed, and they turned out really good. But I did light supports with 45% density, and that seemed to be the sweet spot. Amazon 2-year-old resin. Wow, I find it hard to believe you found some 2-year-old resin. Damn. The resin is like hard to come by right now, so it's like should be like fresh stuff. Depending on where you go, they may not even have resin, so I need to buy some more white. Actually, I'm running low on white resin. I think I've got 4 bottles of black and 4 bottles of gray, and then 1 bottle of clear that I haven't done anything with yet. I need to probably try some stuff. I'm thinking I want to try to print headlights and maybe tail lights with the clear resin, since the parts will be a little bit, you know, the resin isn't going to be perfectly clear. It's not going to be like, you know, the glass in a model kit. It'll be a little bit obscured or translucent. And so I think that will look better with headlights. Oh, you had it for 2 years. Okay. Well, you should probably do more printing. Here's an engine that I printed with my 60. This is the engine that comes with the 66 truck kit. I designed this intake with this dual air cleaner setup, and I copied it, or I modeled it after. I don't know if any of you watch Cletus McFarland's YouTube channel, but he bought a Drift Mustang, and this is the intake that's on that thing looks like this. So I tried to copy it. It looks pretty cool. I like the way it turned out. Got a little fuel rail there, and the coolant, the little coolant socket is right here. Fuel rails that run down the sides here. Pretty cool. I like it. Then you can see the ribs on the air cleaners, or maybe you can't in the camera, but they're there. Oh yeah, there you can see it. No, I haven't tried different resins yet. I do want to. What I do want to do is I want to try some of that rubber stuff and print tires with it, so you can get like a squishy, rubbery tire. I printed this as a single piece instead of separate parts, just as a display thing for my 66. And then this is the seat that I modeled for the 66 as well. This is my own design. It's not one that I found on the internet. And so I put like this really cool like contour in the back, so you could do like a two-tone with like maybe carbon fiber in the center, and then like, you know, red around the rim, or blue or black or something, purple, you know, who knows. And then you could do similar color scheme on the front. The seat cushion has little dividers, so you can see it's a separate piece. Pretty neat little seat. The first seat that I ever designed. It didn't turn out too bad. It's a little bit thin, so until you cure it, it's a little bit flexible. So you have to be careful because of the thin nature of the dimension. But after you cure it, it's pretty nice. It's turned out pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Yeah, this is the 66 Chevy chassis, and you can see the changes that I made. So it's slightly wider on the frame rail and narrower on the bars. See if I can get that so you can see that. And the back end is pretty much the same, but I changed from a single frame, like a box frame and then a supporting bar. I changed the structure to like a molded in part. I found the seat thin, had a bit of an issue on the back, delaminating kind of, but fixable. I can make it thicker if you'd like an altered version. I can certainly do that. It wouldn't be tough at all. Ooh. Sorry, guys. I'm tired. Here is, see if I can get this hub pin in here. I don't know why, because I'm just going to take it out, but get in there. Excuse me. My apologies, guys. Like I said, I'm sick, so I'm a little bit congested right now. Sorry to cough in the mic here. There we go. All right. So this is the front hub. This is the back side of the front hub, and this little control arm mount sits on the bottom, and this would, the rack and pinion arm, whatever, fits right in there. This is the rack. Inside the hub, there's the pin, and it sticks through, and you mount the wheel to that, the front wheel. So that would mount in there. And you can see the hinge point on the pivot points on the top and the bottom. And then the caliper, the brake caliper, is a separate piece. Comes off. You can paint the caliper and the rotor. They're also separate pieces. So that turned out pretty good. I was pretty happy with the way that turned out. Nice, Mopar. You're printing the second set when you get home? Okay, yeah, sure. Let me know how it turns out. I'm pretty sure I printed mine just sitting straight up and down on the build plate. I didn't angle them at all. And they turned out pretty good. The control arm, front lower control arm, similar to the rear suspension. It's got a little mounting spot for the shock. Oops. You angled yours back. Yeah, you might have better luck that way. Lower control arm has a little mount point for the hub. And then, or the upper control point, I mean, control arm. And then the lower. So yeah, these are all parts from the 50 kit. These aren't even parts from the 66. The 66 is pretty much done, minus like any troubleshooting. If somebody says, hey, I'm having an issue with a part or whatever, me tweaking it, maybe some minor updates. That one's pretty much done. So this is close to being distributable. So it'll be ready, and then I'm working on a Pro Street version as well. You're on holiday right now? Holiday from the bench or holiday from life? Lining your spray booth with aluminum sheet really helped with the dust. You know what? I don't have too much issue with dust in my paint booth. What I have the bigger issue with is that my fan is not powerful enough. It's like a 70 CFM exhaust fan, and my booth is huge. So I really need probably more like a 100 or 120 CFM fan. I did see the picture. I wasn't sure if you were actually vacationing or if that was like in your backyard. 500 CFM, holy shit, Mopar. Hey, what's up, Paul? I'm glad you're here because I forgot to message you. I need to work out something with you. I went to the UPS store to send that kit to you, and they wanted $50 to send the kit because you're in Canada. Apparently, international shipping is freaking crazy right now. And then on top of that, you would have to pay some kind of duties at the what do you call it? To pick up the package, you would have to pay some as well. So what I'd like to do is have you pick a kit from a website that is in Canada that will ship to you with minimal shipping charges, and then I'll just pay for it that way. If you're okay with that, then let's work out something and we'll do that. Otherwise, I just thought that was crazy. It was nowhere near $50 to send that kit. It's like a $15 kit. I think I paid $10 for the kit. It was on some clearance on Mega Hobby. So if you don't mind, let's do that. Let's see if you can find something at a Canadian model store that'll ship it to you, and it won't cost an arm and a leg for shipping, and then I'll just pay for the kit. We'll go that way if you're okay with that. It is, Mopar. I was like, holy, she's like, it's going to be like $50, and he's going to have to pay at customs. He's going to have to pay some money to pick up the kit. So I was like, never mind. I'll message him and we'll work something out. You live in Calgary and you have a house on Vancouver Island. Are you, I'm sending him, I'll show it to you, this kit. Well, this is the kit I was going to send him. It's a pretty cool kit. I want to build this kit, but it's just not worth $50 to send it. I think I bought like 10 of these for like $10 each at Mega Hobby when they were on clearance at one point. So are you a Flames fan, Doozer? Or are you a Canucks fan? You're Canadian, so I know you like hockey. Don't even pretend like you don't. The guy in Australia won a kit, and it was $150 to send the kit to the guy. He got a hobby shop to send the kit to. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking, John. It would be much more cost effective and probably faster too to just find something locally and have them send it. So what's everybody doing tonight? I'm just goofing around with a model. Oh, I don't know if you guys saw any of my Instagram posts. You won a kit a week ago, a funny car. You're going to build Miss Mighty Mopar funny car. Oh, that's cool. I bought something recently. Actually, maybe I should do this. Oops. Salvino's Camaros. What Camaros? I didn't know Salvino's had any Camaros. They have Camaros? Oh, the NASCAR kits. No, I haven't bought any of them yet. I signed up for the Builders Club, but they didn't tell me when the money was going to come out, when it was going to be charged, and so I have an account that I use to pay bills in with, and I only put money in the account to pay specific bills, and so I didn't have any money in the account, and so when they tried to charge it, it failed. So I haven't gotten around to dealing with that yet. So no, I haven't I haven't bought any of them yet. I think it looks like a cool kit. I probably want to build a couple of them. Everything's got a price, John. Everything's got a price. How many of those do I have? Let me look. Christine Plymouth. Make sure that's the same one. Is that the one? You haven't opened it yet? See, I have two of those. And it looks like they're both open. I'm sure they're complete, but they're not sealed boxes. I apparently have two of them, but I haven't built one yet. I don't think I bought the new AMT one either. The non-Pro Street one. Hooters slicks for the old G bodies. I might actually take you up on that. Let me see here. No, I don't have any of the Hooters cars. Are they decals for the old G body NASCARs, John? Al Kawicki decals. He built one Pro Mod covered in Does Fasteners photo etch. Okay. What do you want for those, John? I might actually buy those from you. Because I have a bunch of the old G bodies. And in fact, I'm working on a Pro Street made from one of the G bodies. And so I need decals for this kit. And Hooters would be a great option. What's up, Russ? Don't you harass me. Don't you come into my hangout and start harassing me. You beat it. Oh, did I ever show you guys my garage? Make me a deal. I told you, John, everything has a price, but I don't think you're going to like the price on those Christine kits. I'm not a dealer. I don't like buy and sell. I only buy shit that I cool because I want it, and because of that, I have no interest in selling 99% of the stuff that I have. So to get me to sell it, you're gonna have to make it a real honeypot. I don't even know. And I think it's worth it. I buy it. I don't go looking for stuff generally. I don't. They're not selling those anymore. They don't make that kit anymore. Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't think they've made that kit for several years. I need to adjust my settings because this is taking way too long. Come on. Go here. The 66 Chevelle monogram was 75 bucks. Still got one of those unbuilt. Could have sworn I saw a Fury at Hobby Lobby last week. There's a Christine model, but it's not the Pro Street. I have the jukebox as well. I'm not sure how many of them I have though. Let's take a look. Let's take a look how many I have. Jukebox. I have 2 of them. Oh wait. I have 2 of the 4036s and 2 of the 7436. I don't know what the difference is. Let's take a look. Okay, so that's a 7436. $4093. Let's see what the 4093 is. What is it? 85 4093. Oh, that's not the same. Okay, so apparently I have 2 of them. I bought 2 for a build you got in mind. You got 2 SR71s unbuilt. Are they the 72nd scale or are they the big 48 scales? A 132nd P40. Wow, that's nice. I bet that's cool. I haven't seen that, but I bet that's cool. Why the hell is that so huge? That's what she said. Let's do RGB. See if that changes anything. I did this garage a few months ago. I just never did anything with it. I started tinkering one night and saved it up again. A 1/32 Stuka. I don't think I've seen that. Come on. There's so much crap in this scene that it bogs my blender down. Come on. I put some of my engine stand stuff in here. Some toolboxes. Some of my toolboxes. I put pallets. I put tires. These tires are probably one of the reasons why this scene takes up so much video memory. Bicentennial F4 Phantom. Hey, that could be cool. That could be really cool. Do a render. You want to see my machine catch fire? All right, here comes a render. Another thing that's killing this scene is I have tons of lights in it. So there's all kinds of light bouncing. One of my streams is having connection issues. Probably Facebook. And it's probably because I'm rendering. Oh, did it freeze? I think it's choking. Nope, it finished. And it's like 3 gig. That's crazy. That's way too much detail. It should not be that big at all. Well, there's your render, Russ. Eat a dick. That Hudson looks pretty cool. I love the Hudsons. I had a Hudson when I was in high school. Later, Mopar. Take it easy. I need a modifier that will curve this object. So give me a curve. Let's see. Bezier. Okay. Let me see how this works. So let's change this to that. Give me my Bezier. All right. Oh, come on. What the hell? I need that to curve, but I want it to be smooth. I don't want it to be retarded like that. Radius stretch. Twist method. Smooth. Oh, can I smooth it? Maybe not. Let's see here. Geometry. There's got to be a way to curve it. Oh, you know what? I bet. Let me do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so come on, back up, back up, back up. Now we'll bring I need to change my stack order here. I need to put the curve in first because it's fucking up my mirror. Okay, that's interesting. Weird. I actually kind of like that. That worked pretty well. Pretty well. Let's see if we can't stretch this out here. Actually, no. I think maybe that should be straight. Because the headlights are straight, but the grill is angled. Maybe if we subdivide that. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. Yeah, that actually looks pretty good. This is the 80 Scout grill that somebody asked me to work on for them. I'm going to separate this. Because I don't think I need that many. First of all, I don't need that. That looks a lot better. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. goodness. Oh, so sorry. Okay. Who's beeping me? That shit's on the way down low. I'll tell that in a Hangout, but not while I'm streaming. If you jump in here before I end my stream, I'll tell it to you. Tell me. For fuck's sake. I hate when it does that. Okay. You know, I don't know why, but I don't see. Did you send it in Facebook or Insta? Because I noticed for some reason your messages, my conversation with you, does not show up in Instagram on my web browser. I have to use my phone, which I don't. That's kind of weird. I don't know why, but oh damn. That's a cool ship on his website. Ooh, that's cool. I think I have one of those. Yeah, I got your message. That works. I like that car too. That's one of my favorite Camaro models. So I don't know. I think this looks pretty good. Oh, you know what? I think these need to be angled a little bit. Like, can I skew that? Is there a skew modifier? Guess I could just angle it like that. But then I need to what if I bring this in here, this in here? That's not gonna work. This looks good, but I want to skew it. I don't want, oh, there's a skew tool. What is that? Control Shift A or S? No, Control Alt Shift S. There we go. Yeah, look at that. All right, that works. So we'll do that there. And we'll come grab the bottom one. Control Alt Shift S. And we'll do the opposite. Is that too much? That might be too much. Let's see. Looks like the front or the top one is not super skewed. The bottom one seems to be more so. Maybe that's just perspective on these pictures, but I think that looks more appropriate. All right, Paul. Have a good night, buddy. We'll work it out on that kit. I think the bottom needs to go down. Not sure what some of that geometry is, but bring this down. It looks like right here. It's like right at the lip, right at the edge. I think that looks pretty good. Let me try upping this to see. No, I want to try to smooth this. Maybe what I need to do is yeah, I don't know that changed much. Still doing the thing. but we'll go with that anyway. Rush, you're the only one here, buddy. Why don't you jump in here and then I'll end the stream. Anybody that's still hanging in out there, thanks for watching. I'm going to call it a night. Y'all take care. Be safe. Happy modeling. Peace.